All right, this is chapter 3, lesson 2. It says estimate differences. Obviously, differences means to subtract, but before I do that, I have to do what? Round, yeah. Estimate just means to round. That's it. Just a fancy word saying round. Obviously, they're going to tell you to what place value you have to round to. So sometimes you want to find an estimate instead of an exact answer. You can estimate differences to the nearest hundreds or tens. Look at example number 1. It says China has more than 3,728 miles of high-speed train tracks. Japan has more than 1,518 miles of high-speed train tracks. About how many? And there's a key word right there. About. Circle that for me, please. About how many more miles of high-speed tracks does China have? This is round each number, 3,728 minus 1,518, to find the estimated difference. So first, they tell me to round to the nearest hundreds. Okay. Obviously, the 7 is in the hundreds place. You notice that I'm not working with the thousands, am I? So look at the number to the right. What does the 2 say?
Same.
So the 7 stays the same, and replace the 2 and the 8 with? Zeros, and they did that for you already. Okay. Then it says round 1,518 to the nearest hundreds. What number's in the hundreds place? Right here. 5. You notice that am I working with the thousands yet? No. So look at the 5 here. Look at the number to the right. What does the 2 say? Sorry, what does the 1 say? So it stays the same. So do I have to change the 5? No. Now am I ready to subtract? Yes. So 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. You notice I'm starting in the ones place first as I'm subtracting. So 7 minus 5 is 2. And 3 minus 1 is also 2. Now it says to round to the nearest tens. Erase that. And we have 7, 5. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. 7 minus 5 is 2. And 3 minus 1 is 2. Then it says to round to the nearest tens. What number is in the tens place in 3,728? 2. See, because the 3 is in the thousands and the 7 is in the hundreds. So the 2 is in the tens. Then look at the number to the right. What does the 8 say?
Add 1.
I need to add 1 plus 2 is 3. And then here's a tens place. The 1 and the 5 I'm not working with, because it says to round to the nearest tens, not thousands or hundreds. Looking over to the right, what does the 8 say?
Add 1.
So what's 1 plus 1?
2.
2. And it goes there. And then I have to do subtract. So 0 minus 0, start in the ones place. 0 minus 0?
0.
3 minus 2?
1.
7 minus 5?
2.
And 3 minus 1?
2.
2. So if I round it to nearest hundreds, I get 2,200. If I round it to nearest tens, I get about 2,210 more miles of high-speed tracks in China. Look at the other example. It says you are not always told to which place value or to which place to round a number. You can round to the greatest place value. So if I have a number that's 3 digits, for example, I'm going to round that number to the nearest hundreds. If I have a number that's only 2 digits, I'm going to round that number to the nearest tens. So look at the example number 2. It says a museum has 237 works of art on its first floor. The second floor has 349 works of art. About how many? There's that key word again. I have to round. About how many more works of art are found on the second floor? So it says estimate. Okay. The greatest place value position of 349 and 237 is the what place value I'm rounding it off to? It's 3 digits, hundreds. The hundredth place. So I'm going to write it on this side because I have more room. So 349 rounded to the nearest hundred. So what number is in the hundreds place? What number is in the hundreds place? 3. I like to put a little arrow there. So looking over to the right, what does the 4 say? Stays the same. The 3 stays the same, and replace the 4 and the 9 with zeros. Okay, and then I have 237. What number is in the hundreds place? 2. I can put a little X there. Looking over to the right, what does the 3 say? The 2 stays the same. And replace these numbers with zeros. Now I could subtract. 300 minus 200. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 0 is also 0. And then 3 minus 2 is 1. So there are about 100 more paintings on the second floor. And look at number 1. It says estimate 488 minus 351. Round each number to the nearest what place value? 10. So I'm going to write it out of here like this, the first one. I got 488. Okay, they're the 10th place, right? So what number is in the 10th place?
8.
The one in the middle, correct? So am I working with a 4?
No.
No. So I'm looking over to the right. What does the 8 say? Add 1. Add 1 to the 10th place. So 1 plus 8 is 9. And replace this 8 with zeros. So then I'm going to take 351. Okay. What number is in the 10th place on that one? 5. It's just the middle one. So am I working with a 3 yet? No, that's the hundredth place. Because it says to round to the nearest tens. So looking to the right, what does the 1 say? So the 5 stays the same. And replace this one with zeros. Now I'm ready to subtract. 0 minus 0 is 0. 9 minus 5?
1.
So 9 minus 5? 4. And 4 minus 3? 1. Now it says, number 2 says, estimate 542 minus 225, round each number to the greatest place value. So each number that I have has 3 digits in it. So what place value am I going to round it to? 100. So I got 542. What number is in the hundreds place? 5. You're looking to the right, what does the 4 say? So the 5 stays the same, and replace the other 2 numbers with?
0.
Now I have 222. What number is in the 25? Sorry, 225. What number is in the 100th place?
2.
Which one? The middle one or the first one? The one in the first, in the hundreds column. So looking to the right, what does the 2 say? So the 2 stays the same. Replace the 2 and the 5 with?
0.
Zeros. Now I'm ready to subtract. 0 minus 0 is?
0.
And obviously 0 minus 0.
0.
And then 5 minus 2 is?
3.
3. So that would be 300 there.